run, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one for NFL quarterbacks. I think he has some pieces around him, and I think people don't appreciate the kind of athlete and the skill set that Daniel Jones has.
And ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Brings up second and 3.
From the 43, here's second and 3. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
First down, Indianapolis.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's in. What a drive. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The 49ers come out and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
From the 42 now, here's second and 2. They run once more with McCaffrey. Healing forward for maybe a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Jones gonna hang on to it here. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
It's a gain of
Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down. A gain of 7 and the Colts 1st down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line as we are ready to get back underway. On the give, this is Taylor. He'll get this ahead for about 3. D. Winters there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's Taylor. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
He's brought down.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitching catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On comes Thomas Morstead. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 31 yards.
47-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Again, it's Jones. The right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 29.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Jones. That is caught side of the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Colts move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Muscle up, we got the plyometric. Ran up by the lux, mess up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
1st and 10. Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Purdy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down.
Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about those memories.
To throw is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big-time play for the Niners. 31 yards.
First and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
On 4th down, Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Ricky Pearson. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers are back in this one. It's 17-7.
49ers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Play action now. It's Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bit on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. That one into the hands of Downs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In motion is Warren. Now a play fake. Jones. Pass is caught. It's Warren. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A gain there of 11. That's good for a Colts first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead, but instead they now got to defend a fresh set of downs, and as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Kelly. And the Colts are going to be set up first and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means
And he will get into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Groupie now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Colts up their lead. It's now 24-7.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, Purdy. All alone is the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A throw on the move is caught.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Again in the air for Purdy. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man is Jennings. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Jawan Jennings. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing again is Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearsall. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. 1st down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Back to the air is Purdy. Open man there, it is Horn. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. With Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. clock now on 2nd and 4. They go right back to Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. The Niners will use their third and final timeout to get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.